Hi guys, Robbo46 here, welcome yourselves back to MotoGP 19 on the Xbox One X. We're going to round 8 Assen. Let's see if we can get some more wins for the championship. Alright, so it is wet track. So, yeah, FP3 was really bad. I had to go through Q1 because my pace in FP3 was just not good enough. I think I was about 16th overall, so really struggling with the pace. But because everyone was in like the 130, 38s, and I couldn't get into it. But Marquez has done a 141.0. See what kind of lap time we can do. Wow, okay. We are already over a second under that time, so I'm expecting that time of Marquez's to come down. But there is only 4 minutes left to go, so we haven't got a hell of a lot of time left. And the track is obviously drying. We're getting a dry line appearing. I didn't bother setting a time early on because I was just waiting for the track to start drying out so that we could put in a quicker time. But yeah, just really surprised. When I done Q1, they were in the 141s. I done I think I done a 138 in that, so I was like a hell of a lot quicker. So I think we may be having the same kind of thing happening here. Wow, look at that. That is a massive margin. Like I said, there isn't a hell of a lot of time left to go. Just over 3 minutes remaining. I might just do this lap and see where we end up. There's obviously 136.4. Look, they didn't really go any quicker. So we are miles quicker than everyone. That's not right. So, race time. It is dry. Medium front, medium rear. I'm going for the medium rear this time because it is pretty hot. And I am concerned about a soft tyre not quite lasting. But the trouble with the medium or the hard rear is that you didn't get off the line very well. So, we've lost quite a few places already. Trying to get a few back through turn 1. And we have already back up the third and back up the second. So there we go. Oh, already losing a bit of grip. So we're going to have to wait for the rear tyre to heat up a little bit so that we can get maximum grip from it. Oh, well, thanks for that. Much appreciated. Alex Rins has just had a crash. Marquez has already got a nice big lead, courtesy of Dovizioso and Vinales just kind of barging me out of the way, which was not great, but we'll get Vinales back, repaying him the favour. Dovizioso is almost on the back of Marquez already. It's only taken him a couple of corners. I cannot get the power down at the moment. Gonna have to be patient. Gonna have to be very patient with this one. But yeah, the KTM is not actually feeling that great with medium front, medium rear. It is understeering quite a bit. I didn't get to do any dry practice because it was just wet track all the way. Yeah, the KTM not feeling great around here with the medium front and medium rear. Can't put the power down when I want to because the rear is just spinning up. I may have to adjust the traction control as we go through the race, especially when the tyre starts degrading. 136.6 to Marquez, 137.9 to me, so we are quite a bit off the pace at the moment on the first lap. Dovizioso right on Marquez now, so you would expect Dovizioso to try and get through as quick as possible. But we will have to wait and see. Oh! They just had a bit of a collision there. Bit of a collision, but I didn't think he's through yet. No, Dovizioso is still not through, despite the fact they had a little collision. Oh, going wide. Too wide. We're 1.1 behind now. Yeah, the rear is very lively with the medium rear. I think I should have probably just gone with the soft rear and then just suffered with the consequences later on in the race when it completely degraded. It is not liking the the medium rear. I'm going to have to turn traction control up a little bit because it's just not happening at the moment. I've not got much rear grip. Look at that, they're almost 2 seconds up the road now. And we're only on lap 2. So not great into the Gert Timmer chicane. And across the line we go to start lap 3. 1:32.2 to Dovey, 1:33.1 to me. So still 0.9 off of their time. It's not looking great. I mean, we may be able to hold on to 3rd place, but I'm not gonna lie, I am pushing and trying, and it's just not feeling great. I mean, in the wet it was okay, but 1.5 seconds is the gap, so it's come down a little bit. Oh yeah, very lively though. 1.7 it's gone back up to. I'm losing quite a bit of time coming out of here as well. It's just not working. I don't think we're going to be able to fight with them. It seems to be the same kind of thing with this game. Like, if someone gets past you, they can go a bit quicker. But if you get past someone, then they just drop back quite a bit. It's really weird. Like, they're really starting to pull away now. So yeah, if you can get to the front straight away, then you can pretty much almost guarantee you're going to win. But if 1 or 2 of them get in front, then it's almost guaranteed that they're going to pull away. Okay, on to the final lap now, and the guys behind are catching quite a bit, which is a bit worrying. Can I stay in 3rd? The rear, considering it's not really overheated at all through this race, it's still degraded quite a bit, and I didn't have much grip in it at the beginning, so it is not looking good. Just need to hold on for this final lap to see if we can get at least 3rd. But whichever way you look at it, we are going to lose some points to Dovizioso and Marquez here. So our lead is going to be cut. 5 seconds is the gap. It's less than a second back to Crutchlow in 4th place. Bit wide through that left-hander. I can hear the Honda behind. I can hear that Honda. If I leave any gaps, he will be coming through. I'm a bit concerned about the Gert Timmer chicane, because if he outbrakes me into that, then we are going to be pretty much screwed. He's right there. Through the left. Oh, I think he just went a bit wide. He's made a mistake. He's lost 4th place. I've gone in too hot into the chicane. Marquez has won. Dovizioso 2nd. I am going to get 3rd. Wow, that was yeah, that was difficult, that race. That rear was just all over the place with the medium rear. It did not work out well at all. Okay. Yeah, he's cut the points down a little bit. We're still in 3rd there, and we're still leading, but only just.
I was hoping for a win today. 3rd place is still a good result when you're up against riders of this calibre.
Yeah, it was definitely a difficult race. So 3rd place, I'll take that. Damage limitation. I think there are going to be a few races like that where we're just going to have to go for whatever we can. Any kind of points would be good.
Well done, Mark.
So Marquez won that one. Dovizioso 2nd. I was actually expecting Dovizioso to get past, considering how quick he caught him. But he just pretty much sat behind him, apart from the one barge he done. Yeah, we're still on the podium. That's absolutely fine. We just can't have too many of them. Okay, the next round is Sachsenring. But I'm going to fully upgrade the engine braking if we ain't got enough anyway. But that's what I will be doing, engine braking. Okay, Sachsenring, let's go. See how we get on with this. Okay, so up the corner we come. Run to the line. That's moved us up to 5th place, which is good. Definitely an improvement. Definitely struggling here. Again, just struggling for pace. So 5th isn't too bad. That is still the 2nd row. Oh, that's a good start. 0.4 under the quickest time at the moment. Don't know who the quickest time has been put in by. I don't actually know what the quickest lap time is. But yeah, the KTM working okay, but not great. 0.3 under, so we've lost about 1/10 of a second. Definitely losing time at this corner, the waterfall. Turn 11, down the hill we go. Oh, we've lost loads of time. It's gone grey. I know we're still really close to the pole time, but that was not a good sector. We lost pretty much 0.4 of a second in that one sector. Final corner. Try and get a good exit if I can. Try not to wheelie too much. That was fine. 2nd. That'll do.
Let's have a look at the times after the
That'll
second
do.
and last
10th off.
qualifying session. Our live
Front row.
broadcast ends here for today.
I'm happy
Thanks
with
for
that.
joining us. Tune in again tomorrow for live coverage where the MotoGP riders are ready to start the race.
So,
Tension is sky
medium
high.
front,
These guys are seasoned
soft
pros,
rear.
able to withstand any kind of pressure.
Even though I believe it's an 11 lap race. I believe it's an 11
Everything is ready
lap
to start
race.
here at Sachsenring. Concentration is at the max because it's extremely important not to lose positions early on this track.
Right. Good start into turn 1. Let's see if we can get into the lead. Soft rear, that should give us a good launch, and it does. Well, that is objective 1 completed. Into turn 1 we go. A little bit, well, very early on the brakes there, but no one got past me, so that's fine. Right then, let's push. Let's try and build up a gap, build up a lead. Just in case we need it a bit later on in the race. We've almost got a 2nd already. But yeah, because if our rear tyre does go off, then I need to make sure that we are, you know, furthest away in the distance so that they can't catch me. That is going to be my plan. That seems to be one of the best ways of utilising the soft rear. Just build a lead, get a good start, build a lead. And then if it does go off, then at least you've got a bit of a buffer to kind of protect you. But yeah, the medium rear at Assen just did not work well. Lost so much rear grip. Couldn't put in decent lap times, and ultimately it showed at the end. So I'm hoping to make amends here with a win. That is going to be the plan. We are already about to finish lap number 1 of 11. On to lap 2. Dovizioso Marquez 2nd and 3rd. So yeah, as it stands at the moment, that is the way the championship is looking, with me in 1st, Dovizioso 2nd and Marquez in 3rd. So we need to beat those guys so that we can extend our lead. Trouble is, if we finish in 1st and Dovizioso finishes in 2nd, then ultimately, obviously we'll only extend our lead by 5 points, which isn't a huge amount, but every point counts and every point matters. So if it's looking like a win, which it is because we've almost got a 2-second lead already, then we need to make it count. I don't want to do anything stupid like I have done in the last season, where I was leading some races and then I made a mistake and then we ended up ultimately losing the race. So we lost loads of time there. 1.3. Okay. Oh, that was almost a big crash there. Got the rear on the grass. 1.1. Have to keep pushing. That was almost a massive, massive crash. I don't know how I managed to stay on that proper sideways. But it's alright. Managed to stay on. Just try and collect myself and carry on. So whilst we are out front at the moment, we've got a nice little lead building, I think. See what it is at the next split before I start talking about stuff. 1.3. I think we're pretty safe to start talking about something at the moment. So yeah, it has been announced that Zarco and Red Bull KTM will not continue their partnership into 2020. So they have both agreed to split. So no idea where Zarco is going at the moment. There's not really anywhere for him to go in MotoGP, unless he can get Carol Abraham's ride at Avintia Ducati. I don't actually know off the top of my head how many years Abraham has got on his contract. But I'm assuming it runs out this year. So, you know, I know that he brings lots of money and that's how he gets his contracts. But, yeah, maybe Zarco can go there. Maybe that's an option for him. But other than that, that's pretty much it. I don't really see him going anywhere. Like, if he can't get a MotoGP ride, what's he going to do? Is he going to do something similar to what Folger done? And I know Folger's was obviously down to illness, him not continuing riding in MotoGP. But yeah, is Zarco going to take a test roll for a team and then hope for some wild cards, or is he going to end up ultimately in World Superbikes? No idea. But I'm sure obviously we'll find out at some point in the future when he announces what he's going to be doing. But yeah, it hasn't been working well for him at KTM. That's been obvious. I think he was expecting to go there, make some radical changes and be competitive and up the front. But unfortunately he's not. He is a really, really talented rider, but he's just not getting on well with that KTM. So yeah, he's not going to be there next season at KTM. Will he still be in the MotoGP paddock? Who knows? Will he move back down to Moto2? I very much doubt it. I really don't know though. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I briefly touched on Jonas Folger there. So he has been standing in for Paui in Moto2 for the Petronas team. And yeah, Folger is looking like he wants to come back full time to racing. Mainly back to Moto2. I mean, it is a shame that he had an illness when he was in MotoGP, which ultimately made him step away for a little bit to try and recover, because he was quick in MotoGP, but unfortunately he no longer has a ride in MotoGP. Obviously he's been Yamaha's European test rider as well, so it's not like he hasn't been riding the MotoGP bike. He's just been doing it obviously under test conditions. But yeah, it would be good to see him come back to racing at some point full time, and hopefully maybe get back into MotoGP, because he's definitely shown that he's quick enough, especially at Sachsenring when he gave Marquez a run for his money. When Folger was on the Tech 3 Yamaha. Obviously they're not with Yamaha anymore, they're with KTM. So yeah, it's very interesting times in the MotoGP paddock, just to see where mainly where Zarco goes, because obviously the Lorenzo rumours turned out not to be true. Jack Miller has finally had his contract through for Pramac Ducati. He is staying there for 2020. Lorenzo is staying at Honda, so he's going to have another year aboard the Honda. Hopefully we'll have a bit more luck, but we will have to wait and see. Hopefully he can click with that Honda, but it's going to be difficult because not many riders can. Obviously, Marquez being the exception. But yeah, it's yeah, that was just the rumour, and now that has been put to bed. So Miller, who has been trying to ride out of his skin just to try and, you know, show people he deserves his ride. Unfortunately, he had a crash at Austria, the Red Bull Ring. But he was near the sharp end, which was good. But yeah, speaking of Austria, I haven't really spoken about that race in a video yet, but what a cracking race we had there. Another classic between Dovizioso and Marc Marquez coming right down to the final corner. This time it was role reversal. Marquez was leading, Dovi went up the inside, but unlike Marquez a few years ago when he tried doing that to Dovizioso and running wide, Dovizioso managed to make it stick and managed to keep it to the line. So cracking race. Dovizioso very calculated and made the move, and he got it done. So Marquez, that is literally the only track on the calendar at the moment, until obviously next year when we get another new one added to the calendar. But yeah, the Red Bull Ring, the only track on the calendar at the moment. Well, he is yet to win. So you can see how frustrated Marquez was by the end of it, shaking his head, pulling a massive wheelie. We all knew he wanted to win, but a quicker rider beat him on the day. Dovi managed to close the points gap down by 5 points, but it doesn't really make a difference at the moment. Marquez has pretty much won the title already. Yeah, it's just been the inconsistency of Dovizioso this season, unfortunately. But yeah, really, really cracking race. Fantastic to watch. Moto2 was a bit of carnage with a few riders taking other riders out. But that was a good race. Good to see Brad Binder win at KTM's home track. But yeah, then the news came quite shortly after Zarco announced that he was splitting from Red Bull KTM. That KTM are going to be withdrawing from Moto2 and also Moto3. There's going to be excuse me. There's going to be Husqvarna in Moto3. However, Tech 3 are going to be running a team in Moto3, and they will be with KTM and have Red Bull sponsorship. So Tech 3 will be in all 3 classes. But yeah, KTM are putting all of their resources now into MotoGP because obviously they are getting better, but I think they're expecting it to come quicker than what it is. Obviously, they've got Pedrosa as their test rider. But yeah, they're just going to put all of their resources into the MotoGP product and hope that they can achieve some better results and get more towards the front. Which after that news came out has made me wonder, should Zarco maybe have waited a little bit before, you know, saying that he was going to split? Because if KTM are going to be throwing more resources and more money at the project, then maybe they're going to start seeing results next year. But, you know, hindsight is a wonderful thing. We'll just have to wait and see. A bit like when Lorenzo announced that he was leaving Ducati to go to Repsol Honda and then started winning races aboard the Ducati. But I'm not saying that Zarco's going to start winning races because he won't. But yeah, it's all kind of happened in one go. So it's going to be very interesting. And it would be nice to see KTM a bit further up the field as well. I know they've obviously had a podium with Pol Espargaro. And they had a front row start with Zarco as well. Yeah, ultimately it just hasn't really worked too well this year. But not as bad as Iannone aboard the Aprilia. He actually got lapped on Sunday at the Red Bull Ring. So, see, I'm really surprised that he's kind of staying at Aprilia for next year. I'm surprised that Aprilia are keeping him. I would have thought, you know, if anyone, that would have been someone who was going to part ways with the manufacturer. But at the moment, as it stands, at time of recording, nothing has come out about that. So it's looking like Iannone will be staying there. But, you know, that could change very, very quickly towards the end of the season. But yeah, who is going to replace Zarco at KTM? Will Oliveira get to step up? Because he had a great result at the Red Bull Ring. I know Brad Binder is going to be obviously riding for Tech 3 KTM. So maybe they're going to move Oliveira up. And then, I don't know, get another rider in for Tech 3 KTM. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, hello. My lead has collapsed, been yapping on about MotoGP, and Marquez is trying to come through, and we are starting the final lap. He was on the brakes really early then. Really early. Right, so I've got to hold it together for this final lap. I have made loads of mistakes this race. I've been on the grass a few times. And the rear is hasn't got a lot left. Got a lot of life left in it. 0.8 at the moment. Let's see if we can hold on to it. We've got a little gap at the moment, but towards the end of the lap you can bet Marquez will be there or thereabouts. I am struggling to get the power down on the track. 0.8 of a second at the moment. Now this is the section where we start losing time. So it was 0.8. That is going to be a lot less than that as we go down the waterfall. Rear is just squirming all over the place. It's 0.4. He's not close enough to lunge into Sachsen curve. Maybe a final corner attempt. But again, he's really not close enough. So we are going to win at Sachsenring just. But again, my lead was really, really badly demolished there. Marquez actually ended up in third. It would have actually done me a favour if he got second, but he didn't.
Let's take a look at the final ranking of the MotoGP class.
Okay then. What has that done to the championship? Let's have a look. There we go. Back up to 34 points over a whole race win's worth, which is nice. Still in third, and yeah, that's up to 40 now. It was 9, now 14 with those 5 extra points.
On top of an exhausting weekend. If his team keeps working like this, it will be really difficult for his opponents to overtake him.
That's what we need to be doing. We may have lost some points in the last race. We lost, what, 4 points on Dovizioso in the last race, but we gained 5 in this race. So over those 2 races, we basically gained 1 point advantage over Dovizioso. So it's not much, but it's definitely in the right direction. Okay, Brno is going to be the next race. That's going to be interesting. Let's hope that we can be competitive there. We'll of course fully upgrade the engine brake, and even though I'm not using it, but just to help the rideability of the bike. So engine brake done. Rideability is at maximum now that we can just concentrate on onion and frames. So Red Bull Rookies Cup, Yuki Kuni is leading that from Dupas Squire in second, Tate third, Salvador fourth, and Nuguchi in fifth. Moto 3, Dalla Porta is leading, Masia, Canet in third, Antonelli fourth, and Mino in fifth. Moto 2, Schrotter, Baldassari, Marquez, Luti, and Bastianini in fifth place. And then MotoGP, obviously I'm leading that from Dovizioso, Marquez, Rossi, and Miller. Anyway guys, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for more content. Just see you guys in the next video. See you.